On July 3, 1988, a tragedy unfolded in the skies above the Strait of Hormuz. Iran Air Flight 655 en route to Dubai from Tehran was shot down by the United States Navy guided missile cruiser USS. All 290 passengers and crew members aboard the Airbus A300 perished, plunging the world into shock and grief. This incident, occurring against the backdrop of the Iran-Iraq War, immediately ignited tensions between the United States and Iran. The event continues to cast a long shadow on international relations, raising questions about the fog of war, miscommunication, and the tragic consequences of misjudgment. The Strait of Hormuz, a narrow waterway separating the Persian Gulf from the Gulf of Oman, was a hotbed of military activity during the Iran-Iraq War. The United States, deeply invested in maintaining stability in the region and safeguarding the flow of oil, had deployed a significant naval presence. The USS, equipped with advanced radar and weapons systems, was tasked with protecting commercial shipping and maintaining freedom of navigation in the region. The downing of Flight 655 remains one of the most controversial events in the history of naval aviation. It serves as a stark reminder of the devastating consequences that can arise from misidentification and the use of lethal force in a complex and volatile environment. The context of the Iran-Iraq War is crucial to understanding the events that led to the downing of Flight 655. From 1980 to 1988, Iran and Iraq were engaged in a brutal conflict, characterized by tanker wars and heightened tensions in the Persian Gulf. The United States, while not directly involved in the war, supported Iraq and sought to protect its interests in the region. The presence of U.S. warships in the Persian Gulf was a major point of contention with Iran. The Iranian government viewed the U.S. presence as a provocation and a threat to its sovereignty. The U.S. Navy, on the other hand, argued that its presence was necessary to deter Iranian aggression and protect international shipping lanes. This difference in perspective set the stage for a series of misunderstandings and miscalculations that would have tragic consequences. On July 3, 1988, the USS, under the command of Captain William C. Rogers III, was patrolling the Strait of Hormuz. The ship was on high alert following a series of skirmishes with Iranian gunboats in the preceding days. Tensions were running high and the crew of the was on edge. In the immediate aftermath of the tragedy, the U.S. government maintained that they had acted defensively, mistaking the Iranian Airbus A300 for an attacking F-14 Tomcat fighter jet. However, this narrative quickly unraveled as more information came to light. Investigations revealed that Flight 655 was on a routine commercial flight path, squawking the correct identification codes for a civilian aircraft. Further complicating matters, it was found to have been inside Iranian territorial waters when it launched the missiles, contradicting initial U.S. claims. The U.S. government's handling of the incident, including the awarding of the Legion of Merit to Captain Rogers in 1990, sparked outrage and fueled accusations of a cover-up. Critics argued that the U.S. Navy's investigation was flawed and biased, pointing to the lack of accountability for those responsible for the tragedy. Adding to the controversy, the U.S. government refused to apologize to Iran for the loss of life, further straining relations between the two countries. The downing of Iran Air Flight 655 had far-reaching consequences. For Iran, the incident was a national tragedy, claiming the lives of 290 innocent civilians, including 66 children. It deepened Iranian mistrust of the United States and solidified its perception of America as a hostile power. The incident also had a profound impact on the Iran-Iraq War. Just weeks after the downing of Flight 655, Iran accepted a UN-brokered ceasefire, ending the bloody 8-year conflict. While the reasons for Iran's decision were complex, the tragedy of Flight 655 is widely believed to have played a significant role in their decision to end the war. In 1989, Iran sued the United States in the International Court of Justice for the downing of Flight 655. The case was settled in 1996, with the United States agreeing to pay $61.8 million in compensation to the families of the victims. However, the United States has never formally apologized for the incident. The downing of Iran Air Flight 655 remains a deeply sensitive and controversial event. It serves as a stark reminder of the human cost of conflict and the importance of clear communication and de-escalation in tense situations. The tragedy continues to cast a long shadow on US-Iranian relations, underscoring the need for greater understanding and diplomacy to prevent similar tragedies from occurring in the future.